Do you want to earn bonus points in a very, very short amount of time? And I mean seconds. Well, the time is on. And it's me. Oh, hello you. It's MyFaction here. And welcome to the channel. This is 2K22 WWE style. And we are doing Faction Wars in MyFaction. And you are here because you want to know how to get, what you say, 90 points in all of 10 seconds? Well, the method is very straightforward. I'm not going to explain it to you. I want to see if you pay attention to this match for the first time and see what's happening. Can you see it? We've got Bret Hart in the ring, we've got two Goldbergs outside, and we've got Ted DiBiase on the outside. And by doing one simple method involving one button, you were able to do this seamless measure. It feels like a telesales ad on your Sky satellite channels at 4 o'clock in the morning. But no, it's true. As the time tickers down. Why the time ticker down? Well, if you've not seen the previous video, oh my god, this 2-minute rule will help save your life on MyFaction. It will help you to no end. We get the submission in with Bret Hart and we tap him out. Cha-ching. Again, tappity tap wins with a minute still on the clock. There is a 2-minute window, of course. Now don't forget to turn your subscriptions on and turn notifications on if you want to see more of this lovely goodness. And follow me on Twitter at ITSMYYARD. So, we'll talk about it. We pressed, using the PS5, one button. And that button allowed us to go from one place to another. Okay, we were able to swap superstars on the fly. It's a lovely feature that's been added into the game, whereas before, certainly in multi-man games, or if you were facing other things, you would need to pause the controller, assign the controller to a different thing. The touchpad on your PS5 controller allows you to move between your characters, which is great. It's awesome. It's such a much needed thing, especially if you're the only person playing on your team. There's no other players. Downside is you can't tell who player is what at the minute. It's not clear cut other than the camera angle doing a subtle change. If you're not paying attention, you're not going to know who you're playing as until you do a action. In Faction Wars and in the whole game full stop, you gain 15 points of MMFers every time you do a taunt. When you taunt in the apron, one taunt covers both the crowd and the opponent taunt. So you're actually gaining 30 points per superstar. So we've swapped. We've gone to Goldberg. Use a touchpad, we've gained the crowd taunt, and now we've done an opponent taunt. Sometimes you have to do two taunts to do it, left on D-pad, right on the D-pad. Sometimes it works both at the same time. Done both, that's 30 points from Goldberg. We're now doing DiBiase, and again, we've unlocked another by just doing one taunt, 30 points that way. And now we're swapped back to Bret. Sometimes we've got control still, and sometimes we have to reverse. Looking in that corner screen on the top left, you can see how much time I've got left before I'm able to play another match in my faction. For Faction Wars, full stop, or Proving Grounds, full stop, you've got a 2-minute timer. So we have a minute 10. We did enough counters, we gain a sig. We get some extra points for hitting the signature maneuver. And we have enough to go and do a finisher. But we still have a minute. So why not even just do a dive move? We might get some extra points out of that, depending on which superstar you use, of course. They're stunned, we get the sharpshooter locked in, and we know they're not going to reverse it. And it will help us a little bit to get up to the maximum. And they are tapping out. We've also got Space Invader activated for being Bret is in gold, so we get bonus points for that. We get two quick winners for Goldbergs, that's 50 points each, plus we get an unscathed for Ted DiBiase, so we get 560 freaking points in less than 2 minutes, okay? Just by doing the taunt method. Now the taunts was not my idea. I should have thought of it. I always feel sad. It's like the candlestick method. I should have known about it before anyone told me. So I'd like to thank Alan Walsh, with an E on the end, for leaving a comment on the previous video regarding this, because I knew about flicking between people. I just didn't twig that you get so much extra points for each amount. 2-minute clock starts again. So we start again. We do taunts on the apron. Din din din. We go back to Bret. Doing taunts with Bret as well, we gain 15 points for each one on that. So you can gain 120 bonus points by doing just taunts. Okay, with the 4 people, you then get 150 points. So that's 290 bonus points. 290, not including finishes, not including winning the match, etc., or anything like that. So many points you can gain. That means it's a lot less matches. If you're doing more than 550 on base points in less than 2 minutes, okay, work it out. Over 500, that's 10,000 points in an hour. more than 10,000 points in an hour. When you go to 550, of course, there's an extra, it's 11,000. Then you get all the bonuses through the faction wars with the briefcases, which will probably give you somewhere with 30 games and something. You're probably going to get at least 2,000-3,000 minimum, probably more than that. In fact, you probably, if we did some averages, let's go with 5. So you're 16,000 in an hour, okay? Which means to get to the big deluxe pack, it would be 20 hours of gameplay at 320,000 points. It's still a lot of hours just to grind to get to that giant pack. But doing this, the taunt method, I'm going to use from now on when I'm doing my faction for faction wars. It just gives you that bonus points. You might as well use it for the sake of an extra 15 seconds that you're going to have to waste anyway when you do faction wars. Because if you just do the one submission method, you're waiting for so freaking long. Use the 2-minute rule, guys. Get yourself a clock. Get yourself a timer. You do an app. Do some sort of thing so you know when to press it and when to go again. And you will get into a nice rhythm, a nice flow. And every single time you will be close to that 2-minute point. And it won't feel like a snore. Because every time you fail and trying to log in and try and get into the points... We did it bang on the 2 minutes there. Oh, couldn't get any smoother. If you were waiting and waiting, you feel, oh, I don't want to do it again and doing it again. Knowing that you're just there psychologically helps you more. Helps you. So, hopefully this trick will work. One more time. Change the place using that touch bar. You instantly change to a person on the apron. Do the taunts on the apron, okay? Sometimes you've got to do 2 taunts. Sometimes you only need to do it once. Do it twice. It's only going to take you 10-15 seconds to do it on all 4 people because the taunts on the apron are so quick. Then swap it back to your main person. Doesn't matter if it's Asuka or Brett or Becky or Orton. Someone, a submission person. Natalia's great as well. Putting them in the corner when you're starting off as well and doing that way. Many ways of doing it. Get your signature, get your finisher, and then just have fun getting all those lovely points for less than 2 minutes work. You see, we even taunted because we know he's stunned, so we can get 15 points from Brett on that. Pick up the pain and hit a pile driver. Get in position, do the other taunt, so we get the opponent taunt this time. Left does one taunt, right does another taunt type. Crowd taunt on the left, opponent taunt on the right. 2 different taunts completely. Locking the sharpshooter, finisher means it goes up quicker. I'm using the hold method still for that. And you win. And let's see how many points we get from just doing that. Less than 2 minutes, and we have gained 560 points. It's going to be somewhere between 550 and 570, somewhere in that region. Some cases, if you reverse plenty of times, you're going to get more. But it's easy peasy. I hope you understand what I'm needing. Any questions, leave me in the comment section below. Don't forget to leave a like, and I will see you very soon for more 2K22 goodness. See you later.